One of the things that polymer clay is well known for is its ability to imitate other materials. Entire books can be written on the topic. In fact, today I have for you a review of a book that is entirely about polymer clay's imitative abilities. Hey there, creative people, Sandy here. Welcome to another Friday Findings video at keepsakecrafts.net. This book, Polymer Clay Gemstones, The Art of Deception, came out a few years ago. The authors are Kim Schlenke and Randy Ketzel. I hope I'm pronouncing their names correctly. And it's kind of unique in the way it's put together. It starts out as a story, kind of a Victorian era crime novel flavor. And they discuss the story. Something's gone wrong at the museum. And so you start out with several pages of the story before you actually get to the instruction part of the book. But it's all tied in because the instructions in the book is actually supposed to be documents that our intrepid detectives discover and then work through those documents in pursuit of their criminal. There's a lot of really cool projects, and there's a bit of a story behind each one. So you learn a little bit of history, you learn a little bit of gemology, you learn some techniques. One thing I really like about this book is that it doesn't call for a whole bunch of exotic things. Most of the projects use polymer clay, alcohol inks, mica powders. Another thing that is fantastic about this book is that they bring you through the entire project from start to finish. How to make the beads, how to do the sculpting, how to string them. If you're going to be constructing jewelry findings, they show you exactly how to do that. So that's really nice. And as you read through, you'll find a lot of tips and hints cleverly disguised as a conversation between our two detectives as they work through the projects. So like here's one. Noisy, said Peel. Have you observed that the color mixes much faster if you give it a quarter turn after folding before sending it through these infernal machines again? I haven't, replied Parker. But by jingo, I'll give it a try. So things like that are kind of fun in just leading you through the projects. Now, I realized when I decided to do a review of this book that I've actually only made 2 of the projects in here, or not even projects. I tried 2 of the faux techniques. One of them is to make a snowflake Jasper cane, and I still have a lot of this left over. This is Stuart, and he is covered with slices of this snowflake Jasper cane. That's what I was doing the entire year of 2015. Any new technique that I came across, I made into a dragon. You can see in this photo that I also made the bangles that they give you directions for in the book. What's really cool is that although you see 3 bangles in 3 different colors, they are all made with the exact same cane. It's just over a different base, over white or black or gray. Gives you a different look. So I really learned a lot from just doing that project, not just the one particular project, but several things about using translucent clays and different things you can do with them. As you can see, after making 3 bangles and a dragon, I still have a lot of this cane left, and I think I've used it in a few other things since. I also did their leopard skin Jasper technique and made some beads like they suggested. I made a dragon who I cannot find. I've got a room, a studio, a house full of dragons, but I can't find Gwenda. Here's a picture of her, though. She was covered with the leopard skin Jasper, which turned out a bit more swirly than Dottie once it ended up on the dragon. This is the sheet of clay that I made for that technique. So in addition to making several beads and a dragon, I still have this left too. So the directions definitely let you make plenty. So if you're interested in further exploring the imitative properties of polymer clay, I would highly suggest this book. The directions are very detailed, very specific. They tell you exactly how to recreate the project that they show. But then most of them, they also give you lots of other ideas for ways to use them. They even have a project in here using up leftover bits from all of your projects and ways to incorporate them to put them together. So, this one where they suggest making a bracelet that uses a whole bunch of different things. The leopard skin Jasper. I love these. I gotta make some of these. I don't know why I never did. At the end of the book, once our detectives, oh, here they are dressed up. Aren't they fun? Once our detectives have worked through their projects, and through the documents that they found, there is a conclusion to the story, and they end up solving the mystery, and the villain is discovered. So it's kind of an interesting twist on a polymer clay instructional book. Personally, I'm perfectly fine without having a story with my tutorials, but I can see the appeal, and I definitely love these projects. If you want to learn some really great faux gemstone techniques, I recommend the book, but then make sure that you take what you learn afterwards and make it your own. Make it into something entirely new, like a dragon.